right, 25 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. We were just talking about damage to your credit line. Now we're going to talk about damage to the home that you use your credit to buy. And Joe Reckel is in the studio from Damage Control Services to answer your questions about that particular circumstance you might find yourself in. Good morning, Joe. How you doing?
Doing good.
Where are you? How come I'm here? There you are. Now I hear
Can you hear me now?
Now I hear. So
I'm doing good.
So we're going to count how many people waved to you today. And I have two columns here. One is men, one is women. So.
Can I preempt the wave or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you do. I'm just
okay.
You want to make a prediction? How many people will wave at you today?
10.
10. You say 10. I'm going to say 20.
20?
20.
Wow.
Yes, that's my guess. And men versus women. Men
so speaking of damage.
Yes.
One of the exciting things, the Aldi's on Highway 40 was run into, and we've got some damage.
When did that happen?
It happened last week.
Okay.
So no structure, no real damage. Some exterior block was broken, and he didn't look like he was even interested. He's in his own little world.
He's not waving. I wasn't going to say a word, but you're right. He didn't look interested.
I don't know what he was looking at, but anyway, car ran into the building and smashed some block.
Did anybody get hurt?
No, nobody.
Thank goodness.
No serious damage. No serious injuries. Anyway.
I've gone into that store. You gotta give them a quarter for a golf cart, a shopping cart. Don't you?
Yeah, that's the Aldi's, yeah.
And you get the quarter back? I can't remember. How many was it?
That's 2.
Now look at that. She was cute too.
Well,
was she number 1?
She's probably 12.
Okay, well, she's still cute. That doesn't change anything. So you got 2 so far. 2 women?
2 women.
So I wasn't paying attention. Okay, 2 women so far.
Yes, you put a quarter in to get a card at Aldi's.
And you get the quarter back?
And you get the quarter back,
like a football player?
Mm-hmm. You get the quarterback, right.
So what is the purpose of that? To make sure nobody takes a shopping cart?
I guess so.
Can you imagine getting a shopping cart for 25 cents? You know what I heard? Those things are $120.
I didn't know that.
That's what I heard. Every time somebody takes a shopping cart away, like you see sometimes a shopping cart in the woods or something, it's a $120 loss for the store.
Huh.
Did she wave?
No. Okay. She was watching her feet.
So you went over there. Was that a late night call?
No. This was Monday morning. It happened last week. We went by there Monday morning. We were able to make arrangements to get it fixed. So we've also got this morning. I was talking with the one lady that takes care of, and I just forgot the name of the store. One of the credit unions, and they had a commode back up, and now the linoleum flooring is peeling up and coming off the floor, so we've got to replace that. So that was another job from this morning.
So if a floor goes under a wall, does this make sense? If a floor goes under a wall, do you have to take down the wall to replace that panel or whatever it is?
Typically,
am I asking the right way?
Typically, flooring will go around the walls. It'll go up to it. It won't go under it. Sometimes in areas where there's been some remodeling, they may build a wall on top of the floor. And it depends what kind of flooring it is, as far as what's done in order to repair that type of thing. Probably just cut the flooring right up at that point and then work around it.
So we were talking about what you do. I was talking to a friend about what you do. And the question was for me to ask you, are you a one-stop shop? And I said, well, what do you mean? Because I know Joe's going to say, what do you mean? So this is what he said he meant. If he goes to you for some repairs, will you also hook him up with the person who does like the painting and the person who does the what do you call the decorating and the other things?
Thank you for the wave. That's two more. I get to add a guy and a woman.
All right, one guy.
Yes, we are a one-stop shop. As a general contractor, we're able to take care of everything from the emergency services. So whether it's a flood or a fire, we can come in and either dry it up or board up the area. Fires typically will sometimes get out some of the immediate, some of your personal property or whatever needs done, or put it in storage.
Right.
And we work with other people. One of the main emergency companies that we work with is like CRDN. They do the dry cleaning, textile dry cleaning. So they're able to take everything from anything that's textile, bedding, curtains, your clothes, your shoes, anything like that.
Because they got smoke damage?
Or mold, whatever the damage, they can take that and dry clean it for you and get it taken care of.
And I sort of kind of knew this already, because damage control is you, Rob, and Mike, right?
Yes.
That's damage control. But you've had in the studio at least two people. One guy who puts something on a slippery surface to make it not so slippery.
Slip and falls, yeah.
And who was the other guy that you brought in one time?
The other guy is a part of our company, and another side of what we do, and that is the infection control.
Oh, that's right.
And we're starting to really market that more. I'm not as knowledgeable about that as I wish I was, but pretty much anything as far as contagious diseases, infectious things that
there's
nasty
some scary stuff out there too.
Yes, we're able to fog rooms and get rid of all types of contaminants on porous material.
Are you up on what's like outdated? Like if somebody wants to sell their house, and they call you, they say, "Look, I got a little damage, but in addition to you fixing the damage, could you also kind of give me a workover, make it more sellable?" Would you be able to do that?
Yes, and that's part of part of us as a construction company. We can work with homeowners or business owners in order to take care of. He waved.
Right. So
we're able to work with a homeowner in order to fix up and add to and spruce up, or whatever adjustments or things that improvements that they'd like to make in order to make it a more friendly building. We've worked with some homeowners, and some projects have taken multiple years.
Right.
They do them in stages as far as remodeling their home and fixing things. And one time we went in and all of the wallpaper in the kitchen and the bathrooms, and we took all that down in order to make it what they wanted, and then worked a little bit later to fix a sunroom and put new flooring in and things like that. So
so the wallpaper kind of leads me to the question about paneling. Do you paint over it, whether it's wallpaper or paneling, or do you actually pull it down? Or
it really depends on the look that you want. And also,
if you paint paneling, it's got those grooves in it.
Well, and that's sometimes that's fine with as far as a finished look. Like I said, it really depends what you want as far as a finished product, in how you want to, what you want to look at and what your budget also can handle. So, you can take that paneling down and put drywall up and finish it, but you're getting into a lot more expense rather than just painting what is existing.
Paneling was popular in the 70s. So that if you have paneling, it's probably been up for a long time, right?
Right. And paneling will sometimes start to buckle, and
oh yes,
so it's not really as friendly, or she's friendly. It's really not as user friendly as what as far as a finished product is something that you'd like to have forever. So have you ever pulled down paneling and found something atrocious underneath it, like bugs or holes or things that nobody even knew was there? A lot of times you'll find things that have been covered up.
Really?
Oh yeah, when
bullet holes.
Interesting you say that. Last weekend I was out at Ma Barker's. So
see, I've never been there.
Yeah.
You actually got to see the house?
I saw the house. I took pictures of it. I didn't go in. But I did.
So you're allowed to see. You can actually go there.
Yeah.
Is it a museum?
No trespassing sign.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what? Nobody lives there at all?
No, it's for sale right now.
It's probably been for sale for years, right?
I don't know the whole story.
Are there holes still in the building?
The holes have been plastered over.
Oh, okay. So that's a rumor.
Well,
that you can see the bullet holes.
You can see where they were, though. But yeah, they've kind of been.
Were there a lot of bullets fired in that thing?
I don't know. Probably.
Huh.
But anyway, kind of getting off topic.
I know.
We find all kinds of things whenever we get into a certain area. get into to taking apart things, and that's one of the disasters that we were involved in a little bit last week or 2 weeks ago. Was a sink that was covered up. It was taken out, and the plumbing was all covered up, and as a result, there was in that plumbing caused a leak, and then ended up being a disaster. So.
And you do have a phone call. And good morning. You're on the air with Joe Reichel.
Good morning. Just listening to you guys made me think of a memory. We were going to panel a bedroom when our kids were little, so we let them loose with markers and crayons on the wall before we put the paneling up. So.
Oh wow!
Oh, how cool!
They had fun writing on the walls, and then we covered it with paneling.
How cool!
Like a time capsule.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. So whenever if you ever sell the home, somebody tears that down, they'll be able to see all kinds of cool stuff.
Man, I'd tear it down just to take a picture of it now.
We've found some old, magazines and newspapers, that have been dated and, doing.
Oh, that's cool.
Tearing apart things.
That's always cool to find that kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Any waves while I was busy with the phone?
No, there was no waves.
No waves. Okay. The phone number here, if you'd like to call, is 622-9622. That is the climate control source hotline, not to be confused with damage control. And there's a new way to say the number. It's a new old way.
Okay.
It's Marion 2-9622. Do you remember when phone numbers used to have a word? So Marion is M-A, so it's MA2-9622.
Huh.
See,
I didn't know that.
That was so you're too young to remember those days.
And
I'm guessing that because 629 would also be Marion 9. See, Marion would be the prefix or whatever you called it back in those days.
Okay, neat. A little history lesson.
A little retro way of saying the phone number.
I like it.
What's your phone number?
I wouldn't know it, but now I would.
Well, it's like area code 352. It's actually FLA on the phone. It's Florida.
I didn't know that.
That's all, and that's also the exit number of Highway 40, 352.
Right.
So we're a 352 kind of a town.
We are.
How many waves did you? Hey, there you go. That was one guy. Any others that I missed?
Nope.
No. You're getting more guys. Oh no, it's equal right now.
Well,
3 and 3.
It seems to be more guys shopping today.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's kind of interesting.
I'm disappointed because I was bragging about you. Oh,
yeah.
There you go. Wow.
Thanks for the wave.
Now the men and women winning. So you went to Ma Barker's and you saw the bullet holes. And did you go there because you were near there? Were you fixing somebody's house over there?
Well, it was a field trip.
A field trip?
Yeah.
Specifically for that house?
No.
You were out there for something else.
Right. Just happened
skiing on the.
No, I wasn't skiing. Would like to go skiing though.
By the way, the whole idea of you're a germ guy, the guy that will kill the bacteria in the room. If you look at some of these stories that are in the news lately about people getting germs like just by stepping in the Gulf of Mexico, did you see that story? That awful story about that guy?
I did not see that story.
Yeah, he's really ill. Really,
because he stepped in the Gulf of Mexico.
Here in Ocala, yes, he was a fisherman. And went into the Gulf of Mexico and somehow got some kind of a bacteria in his system. And now he's in Kindred Hospital and he's got a trach. I mean, it's really serious for him.
Oh, wow.
So I think you would really be distracted today by the folks outside.
Well, they were making out.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's the first time I've witnessed that.
They did that
that's
for you.
That's the first for my show.
They did that for you, I think. You know what they said? They said, those radio guys, they don't get any. So let's make them wish.
Is that what it is?
I think we're trapped in here. Yeah, they don't realize.
I kind of feel trapped right now.
Well, you went on a field trip. You should be field trapped. All right, now it's let's see. We got 4 and 4. 4 women, 4 men.
There was another guy, by the way.
Oh, there was?
Yep.
5 men. Okay. And I knew we passed I knew it was a lopsided. I just didn't mark it down. All right. So the damage this week, there was nothing on your Facebook page this morning that I looked at.
No, I actually just posted the picture of Aldi's, and I've got another one. The guys are on the job today pulling down ceilings that were damaged from a tree that had fallen on a house. They're taking down the ceiling so that everything can be prettied up.
Did you get away?
No, shame.
Have you ever had a circumstance where a house that was damaged and hadn't been fixed yet was actually used as a haunted house?
No.
No? See, that would be like a good use for, I guess.
I guess.
Or would you be prohibited from going in?
Typically, they're a construction zone, so you don't want people in.
Oh, okay. So have you ever built a haunted house?
No.
Do you know what I built one time? A haunted swamp.
A haunted swamp.
Yes, I did. There you go. Wow, guys are winning today. The haunted swamp idea was when I worked at assisted living. I didn't want to create a death-themed haunted area for Halloween because I felt weird, because everybody's close.
Right.
So I thought a swamp theme, because things are scary in a swamp. If you're in a swamp at nighttime, they got gators and spiders and all kinds of stuff.
And the swamp thing.
It's a swamp thing, yes. So you are really distracted today.
There's a lot of people walking by today.
Yes, they are. Yes. How you doing over there? Good to see you. Yes. All right. So you never built a haunted house,
No.
haunted swamp, haunted mansion.
Typically, we don't build stuff that is damaged. We try to fix it. Or we don't build stuff that has the look of
look of
damage.
But see, if I built something, that's how it would look.
Yeah.
It would look.
And that's one of the projects that we're involved in right now is, we were talking about it yesterday. There's a lot has had to go into it because things weren't built right the first time. So we're having to do a lot of extra things in order to get it up to code and so that it'll pass inspection now.
Do you know, if you ever came to my place, I could show you how unskilled I am at what you're very skilled at.
Why is that?
Because I think I told you this once. A tree fell on my tool shed, shed. It's not really a tool shed. It's just a shed to store stuff in.
Right.
And it took out one wall. And I rebuilt the wall. And it's horrible. I mean, so you know what I did?
Is it still working?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. It's got lots of holes in it. Like anything can go in there that wants to go in there. Bugs, animals, doesn't matter.
So what do you keep in there?
Like a bicycle. I got some tool. There's nothing really important, but it stays out of the rain.
I got another wave.
Got another wave from a guy. That's a guy, right? All right. So
and they're waving from their car over there. So we got two more. They're listening to us on their car.
Two ladies?
No, a guy and a lady. They were the same couple that was making out earlier.
Oh, okay. So we didn't mark them down.
We just got another couple wave at us.
All right.
So.
All right. So there you go. Now you got. Wow. You've already passed 10, by the way.
Wow. I need to slow down.
It's 15 by now. All right. So. Where were we? What were we talking about?
We were talking about your shed that is
holes in
and is falling
So here's
down.
how I hid how badly I repaired it. I asked the gardening lady who does the gardening show.
Carol Ann?
Actually, this was...
I like her show.
Before Carol Ann, there was Suzanne.
Oh, okay.
So, do you know Suzanne?
I don't know.
Shop it from the Discovery Center?
No.
You might know her. But anyway, so she recommended a plant. I can't remember what it was. And she told me it would crawl all over everything. So I planted it one year, and I planted 3 of them, right? And kind of nothing. But then, like in 2 years later, boom, everywhere. It covers everything. So you really can't see how horrible.
This is a crawling vine type
Some kind
thing?
of a vine plant. Yeah, pretty. Smells nice. It's all over the place. So you can't really see that I'm terrible at building anything.
Well, that's good then.
But I hid it.
Oh, I hope I can get the little girl to wave. That'd be cute.
Yeah, that'd be cute, yeah. I don't think so.
Hi, cutie. Hi, little girl.
If that guy waves at you, I'm gonna laugh.
No, she's not even looking.
Not paying attention.
She had cute little hair. Curly hair.
So you ready for November? The cooler months come now,
I am
right?
yes.
I mean, I know
but
we
with
already
the cooler months comes the fire season.
The fire risk season.
Yes. This is when most fires happen. Is when the weather cools down, and that's because of people using space heaters, electrical fires.
Yeah, let me ask you
like
about the electrical ones, because this is what scares me. This is why I don't want to use a space heater, because I'm just afraid of the wiring in the house getting too hot. Is that what does that cause that sometimes?
Wiring in the house will cause a fire, and that's where whenever a space heater is plugged in, you want to make sure it's plugged all the way in, or any type of appliance is plugged all the way in, because if it's hanging out, that'll cause an electrical fire, cause it to heat up.
Oh, really?
The outlet to heat up. But one of the things that you can always check is your breaker box. And check the breakers to see if any of the breakers are warm to the touch. So when you open up the breaker panel, you can touch the actual the box and feel it.
That's a red flag.
If any of them are hot, then you want to get that checked.
Oh, okay.
Call a licensed electrician to have that inspected.
And Joe, you have a phone call. Good morning. Thank you for waiting for us. You're on the air now with Joe Reichel.
Good morning again. I have a question. I've noticed in the newspaper an ad they call Jetta Stone, and I was wondering, is that a type of stone, or is that their particular product that this company sells? And could you just tell me the advantages of different products used to do a shower? We have a tub, and I'd like to have a walk-in shower there, and which is the best substance to use to avoid the old tile and grout stuff. So I'll listen on air and just wait for your answers.
Well, thank you for the call. I just pulled up, I did a search on Jetta Stone products, and looking at it, it seems to be a manufactured product. I'm not real sure, looking at it quickly, but it's a solid surface showers, have no grout lines to clean, and features a sanitary, non-porous surface. So it seems to be a manufactured product. Probably would be real good to use for that type of an area. I'm not real familiar with it. Anytime you have less grout lines is going to be the best option for you. I'm a fan of cultured marble. It seems to be one of the things that hold up the longest, and you can get in lots of different colors, and it's a pretty product to use. Any shower, no matter what you have, though, you need to make sure you're checking the joints every so often, because the corners and any of the areas where the seams are, they will eventually the caulking will go, or the grout will go, and that's an area for leak, where a leak can happen. It can be a cause there. Some of the newer systems that they have for showers, tub walls, or shower pan and wall systems, they have an interlocking system where they snap together, kind of like, so you don't really need to caulk these, and they will continue to drain. And they seem to be a very good product. However, they don't really have they'll come in kind of some more generic colors. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but they're kind of like a plastic look. And I put one of those in my parents' home for them. And it's a shower that it looks great. It does an excellent job. It's just it's not the nicest looking product, but you get what you pay
really?
for.
Okay.
You get what you pay for, and that's where whatever your budget. A lot of times my job is to make sure that you get what you want, and to make sure it also fits in your budget. So, people, if they can't afford the most expensive, will get whatever does fit in their budget. So, shop around, go on, check out product reviews, whatever, and talk to some different professionals about, whatever it is product that you're looking at getting, and find out the pros and the cons for it. And go from there. A lot of manufactured products that are out there now, man-made products, are wonderful products to use, and they'll last a long time, and more maintenance free than some of the other, for example, tub or a tiled area. For tubs and baths, tubs and showers, a tiled area will need maintenance. In
Always,
8 to 10 years, you'll need to re-grout, and before then you'll need to check the seams and make sure the corners, because just with settling and age, it will crack. So you want to be cautious of that.
So do you have a certain amount of clientele that call you for makeovers? Like, I want my kitchen to be totally redone, and there's no damage. It's just they want a new kitchen.
We do have clients that are all the time wanting to upgrade things, and they'll call and say, "Hey, I want to put a new kitchen." We've got one, new cabinet where we're getting ready to put in a bath area for a homeowner in order to fix that. So, just to update it.
Have you ever seen? Maybe we talked about this before. The bathtubs that have a door on them, where somebody who can't step over the edge. Yep. Are they reliable? Do they actually not leak? I mean, they don't leak at first, but
they have a leak-proof guarantee with those tubs, and Fairbanks Construction is the dealer in this area. They do those. And actually, we're doing a job in connection with them, not really with them, but a job that they had done. Put a tub in, and there was a leak in the plumbing, not caused by them, but it was while they were working on it, it happened. So that's why I know so much about these walk-in tubs.
And the one thing I wondered about them is I know that they're very convenient for somebody who's not able to step over, maybe they're because of age, because of a disability.
Right.
New person buys that house. Do they typically just keep that, or do they typically have it removed? What?
Well, it really depends where the house is and who's buying the home, really. I mean, a lot of homes in the villages have those.
You can't open the door while it's filled with water, or can you?
No. Well, you probably could. I don't know, but I mean, water would go everywhere.
Oh man, that wouldn't be good.
That would create a job for me.
Very much so.
Yeah.
That'd be a huge sudden amount of water.
Well, it would be, but it's not a continual leak, so you'd probably be able to clean it up pretty much. So.
Did you get a wave?
Yes, I got a wave.
Two waves?
Nope, just one.
Just one wave. One wave. Okay. By the way, did you ever see this video? You got to look this up. Where they take a goldfish out of a goldfish bowl, put it into liquid nitrogen, and then it's solid. You see?
The goldfish is solid?
Yes.
Okay.
And then they put it into the goldfish bowl again. They remove it from the liquid nitrogen, and then it comes back alive. Comes back to life.
Well, I mean, typically fish are able to freeze because they get really cold up north and the ice water freezes, right?
I've seen it freeze, yes.
I've never heard of that, though. I don't know what that would have to do with damage control, but...
Because if your fish freeze...
Great way to end the show. If you have questions, cares, or concerns about damage control, or maybe you just want a refrigerator magnet, give me a call, 352-817-6574, or you can email me, joe@damageflorida.com.
The most waved to host in the studio. Let's see.
I am one of the friendliest business professionals in Marion County.
17.
And you can vote for me on that at Ocala Magazine, ocalamag.com.
That's too late.
Oh, is it really? Yeah. I thought it was still going on.
They're still doing it. I mean, they're not doing it anymore. Yeah, Kelly told me that was the last day. All right, so let's see. 5, 10, 15, 17. You got 17 waves.
Wow.
Or did you just get a last one under the wire?
Yep.
You got one. 18. So I was close. I said 20. All right. You had too fun. Are you ready? We got to go.
Let's go.
You want to say we'll be back later?
We'll be back. Stay tuned, WOCA.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
ABC News Now. I'm Karen.